We've got your planks now, so generally on elbows and knees. Now we can make this much easier by taking the hips up. Okay, the closer my elbows are to my knees, the easier this will be. Most of us, hopefully, if we haven't had any back problems, can hold a fairly straight line between shoulders, hips, and knees. Okay, and we can do it as a static hold, or we can lift the legs up, still trying to keep that spine nice and neutral, and count reps. Okay, we can obviously make this harder by coming off the knees here.
This one of the common mistakes that I see, you'll be familiar with this exercise more commonly than the other ones. Okay, this is a good hip flexor strengthener. Most of you are strong enough through your hip flexors. So commonly what I see is people push through their hip flexors, push through their bum to lift up. The trick is to straighten your knees using your hamstrings. So if you take your knees nice and straight, you become a lovely tabletop plank front bridge. Okay? So use the hamstrings that you want to use for the activity. If you want to use your hip flexors, that's probably not the right exercise. We want to be strengthening the back of the body, the bit that we ignore. So use your glutes and hamstrings to pull you up into that activity.
Yeah, it can be a very tough exercise. You can add a weight to your back if you really want to make it harder.
You can take your feet apart and you can jump them, add a bit of dynamic to it. You can again, from that position, do opposite arms and legs. If you'd like more progressions of that, please just come on.
Now the last one we've got here is a reverse wood chopper. Okay, so you know when you're running, you're dealing with forces created by your arms and legs, and they're kind of rotational forces. Okay, so it's your ability to try and hold that torso still while there are all these rotational forces going through you. You're also trying to stop yourself from crunching. Okay, we see a lot of people hunched over. So a good exercise to try and counter these is a reverse wood chopper. Basically, you can have a dumbbell or a medicine ball in your hand, and you're effectively trying to stand up and throw it back. Okay, now obviously that's setting up a force which is trying to make you rotate and fall over backwards, but your core is going to activate and hold it relatively neutral. Okay, so it's just down, strong.
So again, at the bottom of this movement, you're coming into a squat position, so you're not looking to come down, chest forward, knees forward. It's all about getting that bum back.
Yep.
Okay, stick your bum out behind you. Don't worry about the guy behind you, he'll get used to the view. Just keep coming backwards, okay? Control that rotation.
Yeah, another thing with any squat, and I probably should have mentioned this earlier on, we want to create a rotational force in your hips, which is going to support, you know, the top of your thigh. Okay, we can do that by effectively looking to spread the floor under your feet. Okay, and not many people have heard of this cue. It is very effective. Do try it out. We want the feet to be facing straight ahead, but when we come down into our squat, whether it be a normal squat or the rotational squat, we never want these knees coming together. It's the most common fault we'll see in the gym. The feet coming together, the feet coming wide and the knees coming together. We want to make sure that they stay there. We're trying to spread the floor as we come up. Okay. That's it for exercises.
So those are our favourites. We are open if you'd like to give us your favourites, but those are the ones that we find are crucial. There is a heavy emphasis on your glutes that is deliberate. Most runners are weak in their bum. If you are strong through this chunk of body, pretty much the rest of you will follow suit, okay? Your pelvis, your hips, your core dictate what the rest of your body is doing. You're standing on your single leg and everything's falling apart, 99% of the time it's your bum that's the problem. Okay? So we've not just gotten a session with glutes, it's research.